Hey everyone, welcome to AD&D, the podcast where a group of amateurs play Dungeons & Dragons, fuck around, and try not to find out. So join me, DM David, as my friends Josh, Hannah, Jason, Dustin, and Derek navigate through my world in the Lenore campaign, Reign of the Lich.
Sip of White Claw.
Yeah, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
He sure fucking did.
1, 2,
How much
3,
wood can a
4.
woodchuck check? If
No,
woodchuck could check wood.
And this is definitely where I'm going to be
Like
starting
7?
the episode, is right there with you guys doing that shit right there.
7?
You
7?
missed all the good stuff.
No, I'll start it before that.
10
We've
woods.
been recording.
Hey everybody,
Hey,
Hi.
how you guys
Well,
doing?
hello.
Hi.
where is your bed?
Welcome
Hold
to.
on,
I-
I'm talking.
right,
I'm talking
right
to a
behind
dog.
me. Right behind me.
Nope. I don't need to know.
Dog
I
bed
need
over
this
here
dog's
too.
bed.
Actually, technically it's beside me.
God.
I'm done.
So yeah, welcome to the third session of AD&D Amateur Dungeons and Dragons. Did anybody listen to the fucking episode that I gave you?
Obviously.
Nope.
I got halfway through and people kept talking to me at work. I'm sorry.
But you heard the intro. What'd you think of the intro?
That's good.
Good. That's
I love
Jason.
I love how you
But I'm
crack
gonna-
jokes at Josh.
Yeah, it's great. I said Josh
There you go,
wasn't unseasoned. How is
Oh,
that a
shit.
joke?
Just
no, he
threw my
interrupted your
phone on the
intro.
floor.
Yeah,
Oh, he did do that.
I
He
did.
did do that.
Did do that. I forgot about
so
that.
I've got Jason.
Me and Hannah got time this weekend. We'll watch it.
Jason, it's not a video thing.
Hi, I'm Jason.
There you go. We got Derek. Derek
No, I
Sherry.
did not.
Dustin.
I did not.
Hello.
I'm a
Thank you.
main. I'm a main character. Main characters don't rewatch.
He's
their
like
shows.
the
They
he's
know
like
how
the
it went.
worst D&D player. Yeah.
The
This
bold
is all
assumption.
about me, folks. You guys take a back seat. We also have Hannah
Hey.
and Josh.
Hi.
And just so you know, the only people you're saying hi to are probably like 3 of our friends. Because I can't even
Hi,
get my
3 friends.
I can't
Yeah.
even get you guys
Hi,
to
friends.
listen to this.
No, hey, Josh in the future. What's up, sexy?
No, because you
That's
don't listen
kinda
to
kinky.
it. You
No,
don't
I'll hear-
listen to
I
it.
will now.
I'll eventually get there.
I will now, and I'll be like, oh, thanks, Josh from the past.
Once we once
Oh,
I get
hello.
this third one going, I think I'm gonna actually post it and you can share it with everybody if you would like. But I think now it is time to discuss what happened last time on AD&D. And this is where Josh asks about dice.
Oh, I have. my
Is
dice,
that
though.
not the
Thank you.
format? That's not the format. That was just rude. Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks Jason for that laugh.
I like that you just owned it, Josh. Yeah,
I mean-
no, it was.
yeah. I was not being thoughtful, and I'm aware of that.
Anyways, last time, you guys spent most of the time fighting a couple of displacer beasts. Did pretty well. I don't think anybody went down. Josh
think so.
had some dire wolves that are the bane of my existence.
Yeah.
One of them still exists for a little bit longer at least. And once you guys got the displacer beasts put down, then you decided where you wanted to go after a little suspicion from Clay, remarking that he's going to keep his eye on the tiefling. And then you guys all decided after Aerolus and Snickerdoodle flew up and used a hawk respectively to check out where you were. You found out that you were in Drakengard, and you decided to go to the gate, which is an old fortress that enters into a tunnel system in the mountains so you guys could get through. And that brings us to where we are now.
Shouldn't be too hard. I mean, I'm kind of familiar with mountains passages. I can guide us through this, I'm sure, pretty easily. We'll be right back to our graduation ceremony in no time.
I think that got pretty solidly disrupted. I don't know if that's still happening.
I just want to get back to the city.
I feel like that's a more like, well, it's like that's still like a viable. It's just like the graduation ceremony is probably not happening.
What about the after party? They got to be doing something.
I mean, but I think the after party they're having is we are not invited.
Yeah, if the city's even there anymore.
I mean, someone's
It's-
got to be there.
Yeah, someone's got to be there,
mean,
even
you
if it's
hope
corpses. Even if it's corpses, it's
I mean,
there.
if you were gonna take over the whole city, would you like Wreck it? I mean, what are you gonna do? Build it again? That sounds
What
like
do
a
you
lot
think
of work.
Wreck-It Ralph's whole thing was? It was like,
You
you
think
gotta
some
wreck it.
necromantic god needs our city?
Maybe
It's
for
a
his
nice bed.
necromancy stuff. Yeah.
Well, exactly. I mean, I had a whole plan for an open bar nearby after the graduation, and I want to make sure if I can get my deposit back or not. God damn it.
You and that
You-
damn mug.
You bought a bar knowing you were going to become a protector of the realm?
No, an open bar. Drinks for everybody, etc.
Oh,
And,
okay.
and
Oh,
if I don't
we
get to
should
be
go-
there,
Go check that out.
Yeah, we
Dude,
should
Can
definitely
you
check
imagine
that
if
place
like they're
out.
drinking your tab and some of the guys there's like, bro, someone already paid for it, and like that's probably happening like right now.
I got
Dwarf,
excluded.
just sit back and take a puff on
You don't even
Chase's hot grass.
know. Oh, oof, that was uncomfortable to hear out loud. Oof, Elron.
puff up in this hot grass.
I mean, it's hot after you've light it on fire.
Well, that's the only way to smoke it now.
I assume we're like walking up the steps at this point, having this conversation.
No, we all stopped and we stood in one place to have this conversation. Every time we talk, we have to stop what we're doing.
All right, well, I
100%.
sit down then.
As you sit down, resting after a long, hard fight in the middle of the morning-ish, probably, judging by where you guys are at, you do happen to notice over behind a couple of the trees are a large pile of something.
You say are a large pile.
Yeah,
Is
don't
it
worry about
multiple
the
piles?
English. I heard it as I was saying it. You have to understand that I'm thinking of 5 things at once, so sometimes the words don't come out of my mouth quite right. There is a large pile of something over behind some trees, not far off from where you guys fought.
Does it smell like anything at a distance?
Hey, Fluffy, go check
At
it
a
out.
distance, you don't really notice. Send your direwolf over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna send my direwolf to go check it out.
Did you name it Fluffy? I thought it had a cooler name.
Yeah, I haven't
I
thought
thought-
of a cool name
I actually
yet.
thought Fluffy was the one that
Oh my gosh,
died.
wait, no, we had different names. It was hold on. It was what was it? It was Bud and what? It
Oh,
was
Bud and
Keith!
Bud and Keith. Okay,
Yeah,
so Bud
awesome.
died. Keith is here. Keith, go check that out.
Keith goes over there and he kind of starts walking up, and then he slows down. You kind of see him hunch down a little bit, and he starts growling at it.
Did they get to tell me? Am I gonna forget?
I do not know that's your spell with that.
Really say. It doesn't really say. Friendly to you, but that's about it.
Yeah, he looks back at you. His tail wags. He looks back at the pile and growls again.
I'm gonna cast I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals real quick.
Okay.
And whisper to said direwolf and say, "What do you see?"
There's something over there, man. It's not good. It smells dead. I don't know what it is.
Not the voice I pictured for a direwolf for some reason.
I don't know what you pictured, man, but this is just how I talk.
Nah, it's great.
Hey, that's fine.
I appreciate it.
Seems like something's dead over there, is what the wolf is saying.
Oh man,
Let's go. I would
Better
like
than
to
it being
go
alive,
check it out.
bro. Let's go
Oh
check
my
it out.
god.
Halloween.
I mean, something dead seems better than something alive.
I don't. How so? How so?
We're not gonna have to fight something that's already dead.
That is a bold assumption considering like a necromancy dude showed
I
up
mean-
and
Ah, bro, she's got a
But
point.
the cats didn't smell. This smells dead, according to said wolf.
great. I would like to go over and see this thing close up. Come up to Keith.
All right, Airless, you approach Keith. He kind of looks back as you walk by and kind of ears perk up and then goes back down as he looks back towards the pile. And as you approach the pile, you notice a tangle of what looks like corpses and skeleton.
I'm going to cast real quick. Don't give me the thaumaturgy.
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 Yeah,
He got
there you
there.
go.
He got there.
No, that's a fucked up one.
It is a fucked up one.
At least you didn't have to
And-
keep saying prestidigitation last campaign like Josh did.
She liked it.
Prestidigitation.
I did.
And prior to this, in the back of in reading into Elrond's mind, he's gonna be like, Elrond, you could do this. And he's going to be like, you can cast big boom sound from your mouth and see if anyone is around. And then he's gonna cast thaumaturgy, and he's gonna say, hey, is there anybody out there? Just to see if anything moves around.
Yeah, so as you hear his voice boom that question, you see a bunch of like birds kind of fly off out of the trees and shit like that. You wait a little bit, but you don't hear anybody answering you at all.
Guys, it just looks like a bunch of bodies. You should.
I kind of think we should we do something with them? Should we just like burn the bodies so they're not here anymore? That'd be less. I don't
Burn,
know.
bury, abandon. One of the three.
I'm gonna come up and like we should probably investigate this crime scene or something, right? Like something happened here.
Is
Yeah,
there
Jason,
any
go ahead and
sign-
give me an investigation check.
I'm just gonna ask that.
Ooh. Dirty
If we need
20.
to burn, I can.
Dirty 20, yeah, so that's pretty darn good. So with a 20, you kind of look at them, and you do notice that it's not like skeletons that look like they have worn out armor, worn out weapons. They actually have like fairly decent looking weapons on their body still, as so does the corpses are a little rougher looking. They don't have any weapons that you can see, but all of them are wearing a little medallion that is
Ooh.
silver, and it has a green gem inset in the middle.
Is it a familiar looking, I don't know, like medallion of sorts with
This is-
some sort of history check?
So no, without
no.
even
Hell
having
yeah.
to give you a check, yeah, you don't recognize this. You would not recognize.
It doesn't have any writing or anything on it.
There's no writing.
I'm just gonna grab one.
Okay.
Oh man,
and-
I was gonna wrap it in a leaf or something. What if it's cursed? I mean,
and-
he's already touched it, but
You wrap everything in leaves. That's irrelevant.
yeah, you got it.
It took me way too long there.
Uh,
I
mean,
like did a full
technically-
pause.
Technically, I wrap my leaf. Anyway, go ahead. What you doing?
Hey, you wrap it up.
As you were.
Can I poke the armor, the corpses and stuff to like see if, like I'm shady about this. This is weird.
No, yeah, you're good. Yeah, no. So you kind of poke it, and I want you to give me, Clay, since you're kind of looking at it the most, would you give me an insight check?
I got a 9.
You're poking these, you're like, they seem like they're dead bodies, man.
Guys, I don't think they're gonna make it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, they looks like they didn't.
Solid, man. You and your tankard should take a step back, though.
I do
It's
so.
like one.
Does
One
anybody
step.
else want to kind of
Beautiful.
take a closer look?
Yeah, just a general, I guess, investigation of just
Okay.
like
So with the
maybe
investigation check that he already did, you guys have all that information. But if you're gonna kind of give it a twice over, I would have you do an insight check as well.
yeah, it's more just like maybe seeing. I don't know now, like if he was
Well, let's put it this
checking
way.
for like what caused, I guess, death. Do
Right.
they look like they're torn up, shit like that?
Exactly. So that's kind of what So you
Insight,
guys to set the scene a little bit better, you guys just finished this fight with 2 displacer beasts that attacked you out of nowhere, and then as you're walking away, you see a pile of bodies. So you're probably a little curious about this. So with this investigation check, before you roll insight, I will tell you that it does not look like these are torn up more than a couple of wounds that looks like they might have come from a displacer beast. You're very familiar with their tentacles after they hit you with them a bunch. So now go ahead and give me that insight check
Oh.
to see if you can kind of put the pieces
Get
together
any
in your
more.
mind.
Oh my god.
Okay, so a 24.
Rolling high for Aerolus.
Yeah, so
24.
far.
So yeah, on the stuff that really matters. So you're looking at these bodies, you're looking at the skeletons holding relatively decent weapons, and you're thinking to yourself, this does not look like these bodies have been here long enough to decay. Airless, you have a pretty good idea that this might have been the undead that you detected when you were still in the resurrection chamber, and that they were
Ooh.
likely taken out by the displacer beasts just before they found you.
Hey guys, so I have a feeling that these guys were in the ground with us, and the displacer beast totally killed them before we could get to them.
Not in the ground, but you had a 1 mile
Well,
on that. So they were likely up here and died up here.
yes, we were under. Were
You
we
were
actually
underground.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, we were underground, but like when I did my detect dead people thing, my sixth sense, if you will.
Boy, good time that we good thing that we took our time on that lantern mission.
Oh yeah, great thing we did that on purpose to
Yep,
protect
totally.
ourselves. Mm-hmm.
Protectors.
Hey, wait. You said you sensed undead or dead people?
I sense undead. I have a like a spell. It's like I can sense certain types of creatures or something. Let me see.
So the spell that she had done in the resurrection chamber was detect undead or something like that to that effect.
No, it was.
Man, are we
some-
sure
it was something.
Are we sure
no,
they're dead enough? Are they dead undead?
I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Where's my actions? Primeval awareness. I can, as an action, sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile. So they are undead. So are they? But they're dead. So are they dead or undead?
So yes, now
Now
they
they're
definitely
dead.
seem like they're dead. But you have a good feeling that before
That
the
they
displacer
were-
beast, yeah, they were just undead.
Oh, so these were zombies, and then the displacer beast further deaded them.
Yeah, they further deaded them.
They
Oh,
are
man.
extra
Well,
dead
then-
now.
It's
Extra
displacer
crispy
beast
on
now.
the grill. You don't even want to eat them.
Bro, what nice displacer beasts, man. They're really helpful.
Yeah, good.
Can I check out the armor? Is the armor worth the shit?
They don't have much for armor. They just kind of have weapons.
How about that?
Nothing that you guys don't have that's better. I would say they've got a couple of arrows you could probably pick up that aren't total shit if you wanted to add arrows. Anybody say 10 arrows, but that's about it.
And you said multiple of them had one of those medallions with the little gem.
All of them have the medallions around their neck with little gem.
No, not 4 of them.
I want to look at it. I want to look at Elron and be like, "You feeling funny since grabbing that?"
No, but I'm also not looking you straight in the eye.
But I'm gonna grab one then. Like, good enough for me. I'm just gonna grab one.
What are you guys doing with those?
Just like touching them.
Putting them in my pocket for later use. And
I wanted to look at it up close, see if there was any sort of writing, language, anything on it. You said
Yeah.
there wasn't.
Y'all gotta
so
be more
I'm
careful
gonna
just
throw it in
picking
my
up
backpack.
random. Didn't your mom ever tell you to best not pick up random medallions? Like use something, man.
Hey,
But they're
watch your
really
mouth.
cool
Are we
medallions.
talking about my mother?
Well, why don't you just put it on and find out? I'm joking. Don't actually do that. Like I don't actually want you to put
That
this
is
shit on.
actually not a super terrible idea, and I would love to
It's-
grab a medallion
Kind
and
of.
put it on.
Please don't put
and
it
it's
on.
too late. It's on my neck. It's too late. And now it sits close to my heart.
the DM never said that it was radiating or anything like that, or that it looked ominous. So
Well, I know, but we didn't use. No one used any magic. No one used
Well,
any.
where's your magic? Chasing smoke?
You guys all just picked them up, bro. I didn't
That's
even
because
get a.
look at it. I'm gonna like dangle it and be like, look at it. Look at it.
You want to match my style, and I look at my shirt, and just like, nah, it doesn't match the.
Your Johnny
vibe I'm
Bahama.
going for. Yeah, my Johnny Bahama.
Your
Doesn't
creased
match.
Johnny Bahama. Wait,
Guy, I was trying to talk to y'all, but it takes me 10 minutes to do it. I just needed you to wait a minute and look around.
You could have
Oh.
said that.
Well, I'm
I-
gonna
Like-
wait then.
Ugh.
Before I grab mine.
I'm gonna cast bonfire about 5 feet away from everybody over here and be like, "Well, let's chill. We can chill by the fire. Go cast away."
I'll just burn the bodies. Anyway, it's fine.
Well,
I feel like that's
could,
gonna
but I
create
don't
an
know if we should
unsavory
do that
smell.
yet.
What's
You ever
the-
smelled burning hair? Unpleasant. Nobody likes that.
Yes.
So
right.
I'm gonna chill by the fire and wait for my magic friend to tell me if I can grab this shit or not.
Okay,
Depending on how
Including
long
green
you
marshmallows?
guys want to chill out by the fire, you could take a short rest and expend some hit die if you take, I think it's minimum 1 hour.
I thought we were just waiting 10 minutes.
Well, that's why it's up to us. But
I could use some more hit
Rude.
points. I'm down, or I don't know what hit points are. Sorry.
It's
yeah, no,
okay
I
to
feel-
metagame when we're not in the middle of combat.
I don't feel 100% right now, so maybe a short rest is what's best.
There
I
you go.
feel
That's
like-
ace.
I feel like 24 out of 38, you know? Like if I was gonna.
I had to put
Just gonna
words to
roughly
it.
put a number on it.
I had to choose.
Where are these numbers coming from? And you're just like, oh man, it's just the
That's how I feel.
smoke.
Just how I
You
feel,
ever-
bro.
You ever feel like we're in a simulation?
Bro, all the time.
And as you say
Are we doing
that,
short rest?
you notice
Oh,
the,
no.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
The sky opens up.
Oh no, we didn't do anything
Awesome,
bad this
David.
We're
time.
not good.
The face of David Summers is in the sun.
What, like the what was it?
The Teletubby
Teletubbies?
baby,
The
absolutely.
fucked up
100%.
Teletubby son, like looking down. on
100%. Somebody needs to make that of me. I will send you whatever
Yeah,
picture you
just
need.
David just smiling ominously in the sky.
Here. There we go.
Where's the?
Perfect.
Good
How
photo.
did you have that just on hand?
I don't know where he's getting these. He's getting them so fast. He just pulls up
I know,
backgrounds.
you just have it ready. You know.
I made like a dozen of them while we were getting started. That just happened to be one, so it fit
There's
perfectly.
no way that just happened to
The
be
sun
one.
baby's going to be the next BBEG.
Oh my God. So are we resting or not?
No matter what, I'm gonna start ritually casting detect magic just on
Okay.
things around us, including these amulets everyone
Yeah,
just put
absolutely. So it's going to take, almost called him Snickerdoodle. It's going to take old Chasing Smoke about 10 minutes to cast this. So if you guys want to roll any hit dice, you do not have to expend all of your hit dice. During a short rest, you can roll as many as you want. But yeah, he's gonna cast that as you guys sit by the fire. 10 minutes pass.
on. If there is anything, I see a faint aura around it and know it's School of Magic.
So you're definitely getting auras from Snickerdoodle, from Elron, from Aerolus, because they are magic users. And you
Convenient.
are getting a hint, almost like it's like not powered up, of necromantic energy coming from the medallion. All of the
Okay.
medallions.
All right, guys. So there is some sort of weak magic on them, but they look like they've been maybe expended. It is necromantic. I don't know if that changes you holding and wearing them.
Fuck that.
What?
taking mine
no,
out and
that
throwing it
is
on the ground.
so cool. Hold on.
I threw it on the ground.
That's not my
Did
dad.
it- that's
It's a cell phone.
It's not my dad.
See, we know.
I threw the rest of the cake too. Welcome to the real world, asshole.
I keep mine because I think it has to do with some reason for our death.
Yeah, I'm
and
keeping
coming
mine.
back
That
to
is
life.
sick as hell, and I want to figure that out.
What if
I'm
they
gonna-
just randomly power up and cause issues?
That would
Mhm.
be super cool and cause for intrigue.
Then we can raise the dead.
I'm gonna pick mine up with like 2 sticks, like awkwardly, and like carry it over to my backpack, and like I drop it a couple times, but I finally get it in.
I'm gonna grab a
do
big
do a
leaf. I wanna-
dexterity check to make sure you can get it in there.
Wait, what?
Do a dexterity check.
But then you're
Hopefully I
gonna
don't.
reach for shit, and you're gonna brush into it.
Clay hasn't thought of that yet.
Oh, unfortunate. I'm gonna watch. That never got said. I'm gonna watch you do this and get it all the way in your backpack before I say something.
I rolled a 10 dexterity.
Yeah, so you're gonna drop it 5 times before you finally get it into your backpack.
Nailed it.
So it's like Peter trying to get rid of the frog in Family Guy.
Yes, that's exactly what was in my head. Stupid frog in the
Yeah.
Trying to draw.
So yeah, you guys kind of chill out for an hour by the fire, which is lovely. Thank you, Snickerdoodle, for casting a fire. Everybody should be very happy
just to
about
point
that.
out, Chase does not touch these amulets at all.
Chase does not touch the AMs. No AMs for Chase. That being said, if you did pick up an amulet and have it in your inventory, please make sure to write it. Just write silver necromantic amulet or some shit like that.
Son of
Just-
a fuck! How do you turn? Oh, sorry. Hold on.
I'll
Why
make
is
you
she
don't do that later.
swearing at me?
It's not you. I clicked on the wrong thing and I opened up a whole different window. And anyway,
Yeah,
Don't
if
worry
she,
It was a whole...
that's not. If she was swearing, I trust me on this. If she's swearing at you, like you're not questioning it, like it's happening. Like,
anyway,
So-
I've never done that once.
There are a couple things you guys can do now. And by a couple, I mean 2. Because you guys are heading to the gate, you said. You can either make a straight line towards the gate, which I think I've got... yeah, here we go. So if you guys go like this way, essentially, you're going to cut across... That was a bad view of that. Anyways, you're going to cut across a couple of the river's bends. So you would have to all swim across. We do checks for that, for your swim speed to make sure you can make it across. Or you can try to go around. So you guys are about right here. Boop, boop. So you guys can come up this way, more towards the north. and then start heading kind of west and come back down here on the other side of the Worm River. It would take you an extra, so if you did this way, it'd be 5, 10, 15 miles straight. So we're going to call that about 3 hours. Otherwise, it'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25-ish. So we'd call that about 5 hours.
I'm okay with either.
I plan on just flying over the rivers, so I'm down with either.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, how many of you want to get wet?
Let's shortcut this shit. We got places to go. We're a long ways from the main city.
Sir, this is a designer shirt. I don't think I'm comfortable with that.
It's Tommy Bahama. You'll be okay.
I don't like getting wet, but I will.
Oh, that's right. You get all like
The
wet cat vibe.
The cat person doesn't want to get wet.
Nah, I mean I can. It's not. It's just. It's so much. It takes so long to clean.
Oh, do we want to listen to that? Like just the licking for like 45 minutes when we're done? Like.
I can set up another bonfire if necessary.
That's right. I don't have prestidigitation anymore. Damn.
Ooh.
I can't just
Fresh
unwet
out of
myself.
luck.
Fine. And I maybe I take off my shirt and I'm gonna try to hold it above the river.
Just like as you swim.
All right, so you guys are going to cross the closest part to you, obviously, which is just right next to you guys. So Airless unfolds her big brown wings and flies across just effortlessly. How's everybody else getting across? Unless Airless was going to carry somebody.
Did any of you ask?
I did ask. I was like, I don't want to get my shirt wet. Can you carry me?
Hmm.
Boy.
Is this how does this carrying work? Is it my talons like holding them by the shoulders, or
No, you just like hold him and he can like hold on to you.
there we go. We're doing a full-on bridal carry.
Like,
Hop
wait,
There you go. Full on bridal
Are-
carry.
are we going
So-
through the? What's the problem with me not going in the water? Or because like I'm guessing we're going upstream, so we're swimming against the current.
You are
No,
swimming.
you're going
you're going
straight
straight
across.
across. Yeah.
Because it goes and we're just going straight up.
It's a meandering stream.
There's no way for me to jump through trees or something. Like, can I jump through the trees and do it?
Like to cross the river?
I mean, the river's probably about
How big is
30
the river?
feet wide.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So we're just going across the different snaked areas.
Correct.
Mhm.
Oh, I
It's gonna
gotta get
save
wet
us
multiple
2
times.
hours.
Yeah, because you
How
guys.
deep is it?
You don't know.
Fuck it.
And
I'm gonna hop in. I'm gonna hop in to go swim across.
All right.
Before-
So
I'm
you guys-
enjoying our frat boy vibe we have going on.
I have a
What-
question. Do you-
what check will we have to do to cross it?
strength. Yes,
Strength?
Josh.
because of
Oh,
my
that's
like,
fucking terrible.
because
Don't
of
worry, I
like the
got you.
feline agility thing, am I allowed to just run and keep up with them?
Like run
Around
across
the
the
river.
water?
I think. so.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes way more sense. I was like, you're
Like,
not
run on the
Jesus
bank side.
now. You have to.
Oh.
So that's gonna take you miles away from where you guys are at. If you were trying to like go around the river.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. And then I'd be by myself. Okay. Well, then I guess Chase is swimming. It sucks, but okay.
Have a person trying to get out of water.
Okay, so we're gonna go back really fast to Hannah's question about carrying. For right now, I'm basically going to give you a strength check.
Wait. Okay,
So
go
the-
for it. But that's
and-
fine. Y'all
and
go
the-
first.
Depending on who you're carrying. So, for instance, Clay's pretty heavy. He's short but heavy. Dwarves are pretty
Yeah.
stout fellows. You know, he might, be a little higher check. Whereas Chase, he's, humanoid height, 6 feet or
But
whatever.
he's a cat.
But he's
he
a
weighs
cat,
nothing.
so he's a little bit lighter. Yeah. But for Clay, I'm going to go ahead and give you a DC 15 to make it all the way across. Otherwise, you drop him in the middle of it. And
Can I,
Incredible.
Can I say no to this? Can I boy, I don't think you can lift me. And also, I'm pretty strong. I think I can make it across this river.
You sure? What about your shirt?
I also have guidance, so I can give 1d4 to everybody to help pass this check.
There you go.
So
Hey, you
should
have guidance?
think I
Good.
wouldn't be able to put guidance on myself, but we could have Airless carry me over the stream while I give everybody else guidance.
I'd be willing to sacrifice the quality of my shirt for safe travel. Boy.
does anybody have a swim speed?
We have walking.
No. Yeah, just walking.
Okay. So what we're going to do then is we're going to do this 10 feet at a time.
Oh my god, I'm forgetting about my whole character, like in general. But okay, that's great.
Well, your name is Chasing Smoke. You are a tabaxi farmer.
No, it's okay. I haven't gotten in the water yet, so everything's still great.
Everything's fine.
So yeah, Aerolist goes across, no problem.
Wait, is she
Snickerdoodle.
carrying Elron?
Am I
Oh,
carrying
she-
Elron or Clay?
Elron, did you want to be carried?
It's a bridal carry. There's no.
I think we should carry me,
grace.
but we should wait until everybody else crosses so I can give them guidance because I have to do it by a touch.
Ah, gotcha. So you're gonna touch. Really fast. Snickerdoodle. No, not Snickerdoodle. Sorry about that, Snickerdoodle. I wasn't meaning to talk to you. Hey, Chase.
Oh, okay.
Chase, would you do an insight check with disadvantage? Because I'm assuming you've been getting into the catnibus.
If I'm not allowed to smoke in character, I don't want to like get disadvantages every time I smoke.
No,
That's
I'm
boring.
kidding.
I mean, I'm okay if I'm like,
Aw.
hey, I'm stoned and we've been doing this for hours. Like that's different. I feel like he's used to smoking a little at a time. All right,
That's fair. No, just give me a regular one. I'm just giving you shit.
an insight check.
Yep.
Okay, because I just remembered two things about my character. But let's.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
I bet it's.
Oh,
one
I didn't
want
wanna- I didn't want to roll this way. It's an 11.
Oh, with an 11, you'd be like, you know, I think I actually have like powers that can help me with this or something.
Yeah, I know. I have two that can definitely solve this problem for me. One of them could help all of you, but I'm not doing it.
Son of a bitch.
Ah,
I'm just letting you know that I thought about it. That's it.
the frat boy vibe intensifies.
All right, who's going first?
I'll go.
All right, I will cast guidance and touch him on the shoulder and be like, "You can do this, buddy."
All right, Snickerdoodle, give me a strength check.
You do get 1d4.
And then I add a 1d4. So that is going to be a 15.
Oh, that's exactly what you needed. So you guys see Snickerdoodle start going. He gets into the bank, and then almost immediately you see it start sinking up to his chest, stays there, and then you see the water start lowering as he gets up the other side of the bank. It did look like he was fighting the current a little bit, but he was able to make it just fine.
Boy, it looks pretty easy. And I march into the river.
And
Great.
before he does that, I hit it, tap him on the shoulder, like, "It's your turn, bud."
Just smack him on the head as he walks by.
And smack him on the ass.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Let's go, bro.
All right, Clay, go ahead and give me a strength check.
17.
A 17 is not going to cut it for Clay. Clay, you're going to get swept down the river about 30 feet.
Oh, I thought it was easy. You made it look easier.
Well, how tall are you compared to Snickerdoodle?
I'm just a little guy.
Exactly. Go ahead and give me another strength check.
Do I still get the +4 from
Yes, you do.
It's 1 minute, yeah.
17?
So you see him try to swim, but he just kind of spins around and gets sucked a little bit, about 30 more feet downstream. Jason, give me another strength check, please.
Oh my god, no, it's okay. I got this. I'm like a strap. I got this. Balls and wieners, everybody. Balls and wieners.
Love it. Love it.
7.
So with a 7, you see his head tip down for like 15 seconds.
Oh,
And then you
God.
see a shock of red hair appear about 30 more feet down the stream.
I blame you, Elron! As I like my head goes back down. Do I get to try again?
Before
Somebody
I
help
ask
me?
him to try again, yes, is there anybody that wants to try to assist him in some way, shape, or form?
You got this.
Snickerdoodle, do you have a rope?
I do, but I don't have good strength. I'm gonna tell you right now. I pass that with your roll and luck because I have a negative.
Can
one.
I just try and fly and catch him? Just
You can
grab him by a shoulder with my
and you have
talon.
you have a fast, pretty fast flight speed, so you can catch up to him as he's just
Great.
kind of like floating.
He's just.
Go ahead and give
I
me
got this.
a strength check.
A 17.
All right,
Yeah,
with a
plus 3.
17, you are able to pick him up, drag him out of the water, and throw him on the other side of the bank.
It's gonna be like a fling, like a fuck.
Yeah, you just fling him over there. He lands hard.
I told you I had this. I just
Clearly.
for a second. I would have done something. I tell you.
Oh,
I can put you back.
I feel like we should just now use Airless as our transporter.
I dump
I
out
mean,
my
we'll-
tankard. It's full of river water.
You don't want to have like river beer?
It's not fermented.
I feel like we should just use Airless now as our transporter.
You
Over
say that until I roll
He-
like a 3
He
and
says
drop you
to
guys.
only chase because they're on opposite sides of the river.
Yeah, I do.
Who's
on, wait.
next?
Answer my question. I just texted you, David, and then I'll tell you what I'm doing.
Ooh.
Intrigue.
Yes.
And I'll kind of roll my eyes and be like, oh, I got you. Hold on. And like all of a sudden you'll see me like get on all fours and then I'll start shape shifting into a giant, like a large, big ass crocodile.
Ooh, can I hop on the back of that or ride his head?
You can ask the crocodile.
Do you mind if I get a ride there, pal?
And you'll see his whole head just.
So yeah, the crocodile noticeably nods.
So I surfboard him over.
I
Beautiful.
love it.
Yeah. You just
And I'll-
ride on his back and, hands, you're riding goofy though. Right foot first.
Yeah.
And yeah, you guys make it across the river just fine. Would somebody, it doesn't matter who, now that you guys have moved into... Actually, you have not yet moved another square. So you guys are actually fine for now. The way we're going to do encounters, like I said, this is going to be very adventure-y. You guys might have adventures every encounters every 5 miles. You might not see somebody. Depends how you roll. But there's always the potential for some sort of encounter within Lenore. So, that being said, you guys continue on. You're going for about an hour, a little under an hour. You guys do come up to another meander in the stream, and it crosses your path. Now that you kind of have this figure out, how do you guys proceed?
Continue straight for the gate.
I mean, across the river.
I'm gonna say that I've
Talking
been a
about
croc.
rivers.
I'm gonna say that I've been a croc this whole time because I only have 2 hours with this spell. And I don't want to waste them. So I've been a croc this entire time, not participating in conversations.
You don't like make weird noises?
Has Elrond been riding you the whole time?
No.
No, just over
Would
the
you
river.
shake him off? It's like,
Yeah, if he took too long, you would have heard me like start kind of like doing that crocodile hiss.
He did the roll.
Yeah.
He started rolling.
Death
Roll
roll.
barrel roll.
It's called a death roll, and it's terrifying.
You only lose like whatever they're holding. It's fine.
So I'll say that you are still within your 2 hours when you hit this next meander. So you are still a crocodile or an alligator? What'd you say?
Crocodile.
Crocodile. Yeah. So you're still a crocodile and you hit this one. So how do you guys cross this part of the river?
When we use Chase
Well,
as our mode of transport.
I would
For
hope so.
everybody?
I'm gonna cast my speak with animals, and I'm gonna ask Chase, do you think you can carry more than one person at a time?
We can try, man. I don't know. I haven't done this in a while. I've never
For
carried
this one,
someone.
just do a DC 10 strength check to carry 2.
I'm still
DC.
coughing up water, by the way.
Oh, and I get the. Hey, good thing for you guys. I get the crocodile strength because my strength's a -2. All right. I have a 21.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, you can do 2 at a time with that.
Yeah, guys, I can do 2. Not 3. 2.
I hop
I take
on.
a ride.
All right. Snickerdoodle.
And then Airless, are you going to carry Elrond across again?
are you down for it? You want to ride? You want the
All right,
ride
I'll
up here?
ride. I'll ride wings.
You want to ride the bird?
Oh, yeah. Eh.
I love the in my head it's you lifting Elrond and it's like you raise me up. That's the song that's in my head.
That's a great one.
Airless, please give me a strength check.
All right, a 16 this time.
That'll get him across there. And again, this isn't you flying him high into the sky. This is you flying him high enough to get over the
To
river.
get over.
Exactly, yeah. So that's
He's like
why the
kicking
DC
the
is a
water
little
on the
bit
way there,
lower.
like
Yeah, a little bit.
skimming across.
I'm a pretty small bird. I gotta make it work.
I'm
Okay.
trying to dip my toes in the water as you go. Huh?
There you go. Get a little spray.
Eagle.
You guys get to the other side of the bank, and you continue on. Now I do need one of you, does not matter which one of you, to please give me a raw 20 roll.
Just for shits and gigs.
Sure.
Who feels lucky?
Oh, yikes. Somebody else should roll.
it's too late. What'd you roll?
It's too late.
Rolled a 10.
Okay.
You rolled a 10. Yeah,
Not
you
the worst.
guys move for the next hour with, not a whole lot of encounters. You see some wildlife. You don't see anything dangerous to you. You don't see anything interesting. It's just kind of woods. You're gonna go ahead and move into the next part. So I will need another raw 20 roll.
I'm not doing it.
I want to do it.
Do it.
17.
Once again, you guys move pretty unencumbered through the forest, kind of sneaking around. You guys have been going for a couple hours now. The sun passed up over high in the sky, and it started going the other way, so you can probably deduce it's getting to the afternoonish time.
I'm so bored with this forest. I log around. I ain't seen shit in 2 hours.
And then like at one point I'm clawing, like kind of doing my gator thing, and all of a sudden like I turn and I'm like a cat again. I'm like, shit.
And
Sit up, stretch. Oh my gosh. Okay.
So when you stretch, do you like bend over and stretch your front arms out and like arch your back real good?
Oh yeah,
Yes,
for sure.
your tail does
sure.
the.
Yeah, no, especially as I'm already on all fours. I'm like, oh my god.
As you guys have been walking, you are starting to notice that you can see the mountains through the canopies. And finally, you walk up and you can see, jutting out from the mountainside, what appears to be a very smooth transition from the stone of the mountain to stonework of a building. This giant fortress with a very long stairwell going up, and it's kind of terraced as it goes up at different levels, and you can see walls that look like they have ballistas on them as you walk up. This is what you assume is probably the gate. It looks like you're maybe, few hundred yards out from this bad boy now.
Ooh.
Well,
Oh man, guys, we made it.
I have stone cunning, which is a check related to origin of stonework and all that in history and stuff. Can I check to see what I know about this structure here?
So you don't even need to use that to know that this was built by the dwarves, centuries ago, for the use of everybody. But the dwarves were the one who led the charge, if you will, on the construction of the gate. So, as you guys approach, you see there is a wooden fence, almost like, think like an old-timey fort that has, what you would call like a catwalk up the top. It looks like it's relatively new wood, not like fresh, but you don't remember there ever being stories about like a giant fortress fence in front of the gate before. And as you approach, you do see that there are guards lining the fence with these giant ballistas as well as up top. And as you approach, you see another party of humanoids come up to the gate. You see a high elf, tall and slender, silver hair, piercing blue eyes. She's wearing these elegant robes, a little bit tattered at the bottom. You see an armored dwarf, has a massive hammer, kind of stocky and muscular with a very long braided beard, has a scarred face. There's a couple of humans there, one's dressed in dark, practical clothing, kind of a mischievous grin playing about his face. The other one's kind of tall and strong with golden hair, wears shining plate armor, has a long sword at her side. You do see another Aarakocra, this one with vibrant plumage, which you would assume means it's a male. Very sharp eyes, also wearing some light armor, carrying a longbow. And you do see a spotted tabaxi with kind of colorful flowing clothing, green eyes, and she has a lute. As you guys approach the gate, the high elf comes up, she puts up a hand and she says, "Halt. Who are you, and what is your business in Resistance territory?" And as she says this, you see the rest of her party kind of circles around her on her side of the gate and start gripping their weapons defensively as they narrow their eyes at you and wait for your response.
Hold on, you say resistance territory, like this is new information for us, even people that are like from this area, like we haven't heard of this resistance or anything like that.
How is this new? This should not be new information. The resistance has been around for years.
Okay, hold on. Quick question. What's the main city called? Fuck.
Citadel.
When you're gonna hate this question, I think. When was the Citadel overtake.
What are you talking about? Is this a joke?
If it's not, actually, sure, humor me.
The Citadel fell 20 years ago.
Bum bum bum.
And Chase is just gonna pull out a joint and just.
Oh,
Wait,
now
you've been dead for 20 years?
A long time to be dead.
Oh fuck.
Maybe in Aarakocra years.
Maybe I missed the history. Was it taken over 20 years ago? Like modern time too? Wait, what?
I'm not telling you anything else until you answer my questions. Who the hell are you? And why are you in our territory?
We popped
I'm
up
gonna-
out of the
I'm gonna-
ground.
I'm gonna
Little while
step
back.
forward. I'm gonna step forward and kind of like announce myself. I'm Elron Prosperos, son of the king. We're just trying to make it back to our home, make it back to the Citadel where we had our ceremony for
Elron
being
Prosperos-
knights, protectors of the realm.
Elron Prosperos died 20 minutes ago. Elron Prosperos
yeah.
died 20 years ago when the Citadel fell. Who the hell
See,
are you,
that's-
and why are you with one of them? And
See,
she gestures
that's-
towards Snickerdoodle.
But hey, Snickerdoodle's
I'm-
Snickerdoodle is.
I'm gonna-
cool.
I'm gonna make a comment then, being very persuasive, and say, "We are the protectors of the realm."
The protectors of the realm don't exist anymore.
Oh man, I'm gonna
You're
take a shot
looking
here.
at 'em.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be the guy and just say, hey, so full disclosure, we all died. We were all there, man. I looked that fucker in the face as he blew us away. But I don't have more information. We're just
We have
here.
a little more information. We definitely popped up out of the ground a little while ago. That was like a thing. That's something we did.
Have you guys ever seen that ritual cave that's down there closer by the shore?
It's like
I-
6 hours yay way.
I do not know what you're talking about. What I do need to know is who you really are and what the hell you're doing in our territory. With
I
him.
mean,
His
Who?
kind are supposed to be on the Pebble. The ones that decided not to defect with the Lich, I suppose.
Okay. Well,
And I was
he's with
originally
us.
from the Pebble.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go back there because that's where your traitorous kind belongs.
Watch your mouth.
Watch
And
You are
yours.
speaking to the protectors of the realm, and whatever territory you think you're in is in the realm we protect.
You see her raise her hand, and all of the guards along the tower shift their ballistas and aim at you. And she says, I think it's you who should watch your mouth. And as that happens, I am going to take you guys to a map so that you can kind of get an idea of what you're looking at. Boop.
Zooming out to those.
Yeah, me too. I was like, God, that's really zoomed in quite a bit.
Was this PS2?
So
Okay.
as you can see, you are currently about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 ballistas in general. Manned by about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 guards you can see, as well as the 6 members of the party that you are currently talking to. We're right up here behind them.
All right. So I need you to hear us, and I need you to keep an open mind. Can you at least do that while I'm answering the questions while you have all your ballistas pointed at us?
As long as you answer my question.
Are you asking questions now, or do you want me to tell you what I think's going on? Or
I asked you
other-
questions. I said,
Which
who
one?
are you? And what's your business in Resistance territory?
Okay, let's start with names. I'm Chase, part of the Tabaxi land in the Midlands.
Marilys. I'm like from right over there, like right in the mountains, right behind you.
I'm Snickerdoodle.
Next. There we go.
Snickerdoodle Stout from the Pebble. My parents and grandparents are the owners of Stout Provisions, the provider of the stout you drink everywhere in this realm. And we are protectors of the realm.
So let me get this straight. I'm supposing that this one over here, then, is supposed to be Clay Sterling, the other protector.
Yeah, exactly. I was just gonna say that. I got a fellow dwarf over there. He can attest for me. He probably knows my face. I got family up
Show
there.
me your
There's other
mug.
mountains.
The dwarf looks at you. He's like, "I've never met Clay Sterling. I've never met his mother, his father, his brother. I've never met any of them."
Can I look at him? Do I recognize him at all?
No, you don't recognize him.
Bro, it's been 20 years.
Come on, you gotta recognize this face. And I do a little Vogue thing, from the Sterlings.
Hey, wait, David. For our sake, we didn't see that we had aged. Correct.
Correct. She kind of looks at you silently for a second before speaking again, and she says, "So you're trying to tell me that you are 6 of the 9 dead protectors from 20 years ago, the last initiates that were supposed to be our protectors, the ones who failed, essentially, at their job, and we're supposed to grant you entry for some reason which you haven't told me."
Okay, so to clarify, we failed before we had a chance, and there was no one defending, and I gotta say, no one else helped defend either. Next,
Yeah.
I will add that
The dwarf steps up, and you can see his scarred face. He's, "What the fuck do you mean people weren't helping? I was fucking there."
that's fine, but if she's gonna look at me and say we failed, I'm gonna say everyone failed, which includes you. No offense, more than you meant to me. And I'm just going to say, as a second, is it sucked. You have no idea what it feels like to get fully obliterated in necromancy magic. And then third of all, we just woke up in a fucking cave with what looked like a very important ritual. We know barely more than you do. We're also surprised. I thought I'd go home and see my mom, pick up my sell some more shit and make some money.
Oh, it sounds
kinda
pretty
pissed.
rough. Yeah, no, I'd be pissed too. What's really pissed me off is I've lost friends, I've lost family. And where the fuck were you if you are the so-called protectors? Not here protecting us, that's for damn sure. And you see the high elf kind of like says, "Just take it easy. All right, Thorin, you're fine." She turns back to you, says, "You still haven't answered my question. Why are you here?"
And kind of step forward and just be like, "Just trying to get back to the city."
There is no
Which-
city. Nothing that you'd want to go back to.
What do you mean?
Wait,
Oh,
what
that's
happened
my-
to the city?
Guys, I've told you that was my fear that this place is messed up. But imagine 20 years. It didn't just happen. It happened 20 years ago. We all need to get that in our heads now. That was 20 years ago this happened. Your friends,
Probably a
family,
lot of weird
everything you
stuff.
knew. It's all gone or different.
So you mean my tab at the bar is gone?
Oh,
Yes,
bro, it is
someone
through the
drank
roof.
your tab. Someone drank your
No,
tab, Clay.
It was unlimited. I cry out to the sky.
So
put my
what happened
card
to
on
the
there.
council?
The council's in here.
But what happened to the council?
They're inside right now. What are you talking about?
So the council is now in the Stone Mountains.
Well, the council that we've had for the last couple of decades is inside the gate right now, and we're about to take you to meet them.
What happened to them at the Citadel? How did they get to the Citadel to here? Did they survive somehow?
Oh, are you talking about the council from 20 years ago?
Yes.
I have no idea what happened to them. You'd have to ask our elders, our own council.
Ooh.
Let's go to the council.
Great. Please put your arms out so we can shackle you.
Oh, shackles. Does that
Yes.
work on wings? Wait, no, hold on. My wings are separate from my arms. Just kidding. Let's redact that.
But as you say that, you do see the Aarakocra steps forward with these kind of band-looking things you
No!
recognize as going around Aarakocra wings. If you guys will please join us, we will escort you inside, but we will not escort you while you're armed, and you will be shackled.
I look at my hand axes and I'm like, this is gonna be okay. I'm gonna see these again, and I pass them over and I get chained while I do it. I assume.
Hell yeah. Same. I'm ready.
Okay, before they chain me, I my joint I'm lighting, you'll see it just kind of magically like snuff itself out, and then I'll put it in my little joint holder.
That's
I do have-
fucking dope.
I do have Druid Craft, which is like a
that a pun?
super it's like basic, it's like a super plant-based version of thaumaturgy or prestidigitation. It's not as cool as those, but it does some things. So I'll put my joint out real quick just and put it up.
Perfect.
Ah.
They walk up to Elrond.
I mean, I'm more curious than anything, so I just follow because
Okay.
they're one of my own.
They walk up to Snickerdoodle, and they are giving him very hard glares and kind of almost like leaning back as they like bring the manacles to him, like expecting him to almost like react violently as they try to handcuff him.
And I will slowly, with one arm, hand them my staff and put my arms out.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys are manacled, like Superman and Man of Steel, walking up. The High Elf introduces herself. She says, "I'm Alara Silverleaf. This here is my group. This is Thorin, the dwarf. You can see over there. Alden is one of the humans. Kale is one of the Aarakocra. Starshine is the tabaxi, and Lysandra is another human. And you guys go up seemingly endless, I think like Manitou incline number of steps. You guys are absolutely exhausted. As you walk up, similarly to the map you see right now, there are little terraces that have been carved out where you see, where you see little walls built, fortifications with ballistas all over them. And they have little doors that enter into the mountain behind them too, where guards can come and kind of go in and out. And finally, you do reach the main area. You do reach the main gate of the gate, and you enter into a very vast hallway, carved out of the stone inside the mountain. You can see pillars that line the hallway that goes hundreds of feet down. You can see all sorts of races of Lenore kind of bustling about, doing their business, doors on either side of them they're going in and out of. But the party marches you guys down towards the big double doors at the end. What are you guys thinking about as you make this long march down this hall?
I want to say that Chase is probably taking a lot of it in, but he is aware of the circumstances of everything. So Chase is not really putting up a fight. He's mostly just looking, pretty sure that we can get ourselves out of it, or at least talk some sense into people, but still anxious.
I'm a little worried because it seems like the hatred for my people has grown a lot.
Yeah, if I were you, I'd be worried too.
Since all this has happened.
You definitely see furtive glances being shot at Snickerdoodle as he is marched down the hall. They kind of look at you guys with curiosity, but with him, they seem to look at with anger.
I think I'm just checking out the architecture. It's much better than I thought it would have been I thought it was 20 years ago. It's just a ransacked place, but damn, they spruced the place up a bit. It's got some style.
It definitely does look nicer than what you might have expected. You can tell that it is old, but they've done their best. Yeah, so you guys kind of continue down this pillared hallway. You know, ceiling's about 20 foot high. Torches everywhere give you guys plenty of light. And as you reach the double doors, Alara turns to you and says, "Through here is the Resistance Council. I hope for your sake are who you say you are." And as she says that, there are 3 armored people that walk up to you. And they're wearing armor that looks like almost a uniform, similar to your protector armor, but it's not quite the exact same. And they say, they tell them we're going to take it from here. Alara kind of looks at you guys, kind of tilts her head, nods at them, and looks at you guys again and backs away. And then the armored guards decide to take you in to the council chamber. You enter this round, domed room, and it's dimly lit from the doors you walked in, so much so you really can't see who's actually sitting at the long table at the opposite side of the room. They're almost shrouded in shadow. But you enter into this room, and you do see this raised dais with about 5 figures sitting behind a very large table. You stand towards the dais and walk towards it and stand before the council. And the armored guards there say, "These are prisoners that were captured just outside of our walls. They wish to speak to you."
All right. I look at the group and I'm like, all right, which one of us needs to speak first?
Probably not me.
I would probably not say
Probably
so, brother.
definitely not me.
All right. I step forward and I go, "Hello. My name is Clay Sterling, the 4th."
As soon as you say that, you see a hand raise up from this chair in the middle. One who seems to be a little bit shorter than the ones on her right and left. Except,
hello.
They lower their hand and they say, "Before you keep talking, who are you and why are you here?"
Well, me and my friends, my name's Clay. Hello. And we just kind of woke up in this land and we're just kind of looking for help. We mean no harm. We had to fight some things on the way to get here, so we're all kind of battle worn. We just mean to pass through and get to the city. You see, we mean you no harm. We just need to get to the citadel and kind of just get our bearings straight on what happened.
For whom do you fight?
We fight for the realm.
Yeah,
Whose realm?
We're protecting the realm, like where we've always lived.
for Lenore.
I think he means Lenore.
Lenore.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Why is he talking?
Wow.
for us? What's happening?
I hear you say that, and I kind of like, I'm doing my best. Shut up.
It's a quiet mutter.
Wait, what?
but it's
What is
very
the
low.
first? Sorry, my flight just got canceled for the night. Who was just talking? Who? What type of person was talking to us?
You can't see them because they're kind of in shadow, but
Do they
it is
have,
a
like,
female voice.
Okay,
Guys, this isn't going.
I'll
Elrond,
step-
take the lead.
I'll
Elrond.
step forward and I'll say, "I'm Elrond Prosperos, the son of the High Councilman."
Yes, we are
just-
all aware who Elrond Prosperos is, and you are claiming to be his dead son.
Yes, I have this medallion in my pocket. Can I bring it forward to you?
You may
Oh,
give it
please.
to one of our stewards, and he can bring it up for you.
For
And
the
I
record,
pull-
we found these outside the cave we awoke in. It's not ours.
Neither here nor there. I hand it to them.
Yeah, so they grab it, they take it up there, and they look at it, and they're like, how did you, you said you found these somewhere?
Yes, we found them on dead bodies of people that we think brought us back to life.
It's convenient then, isn't it, that these are the same medallions that are found on our enemies all over the continent. It's really an island. I don't know why I said continent.
We're kind of confused in and of our own way how we came back to the same place. We don't know much of what happened. Apparently, it's 20 years later. All that we know is that we died 20 years ago. We woke up butt naked in this room on beds with
Stone
dead people
slabs.
around us, and took us 50 hours to get out of a room.
Who was around you?
Nobody. No one was around us.
You said there was something around you.
Yeah, dead people and this orb of energy.
What were they wearing?
I don't remember, to be honest.
You will remember check.
Actually, yeah, you can do an insight check to see if you remember. Or actually, you can do an insight or history. I'll let you do
Nat
it.
20.
I'm gonna do
Okay,
this.
There we go. Go with
Clay,
that guy.
you remember that they were wearing kind of basic red robes.
They were wearing basic red robes. I expel.
You kind of see the shadows lean in and kind of they're talking to each other and stuff like that. And the one in the middle turns back and she says, "Well, we don't know what that would have been for you."
Yeah,
But
that's where
you-
we are. We don't know why we're being chastised for for saying who we are.
If we're gonna figure something out, you were supposed to have been dead for 20 years, right? Is that what you're telling me?
We're telling you, we
Apparently, we
definitely
don't know.
died. We definitely
we died.
died, and now we're here, and it's been 20 years. We also died in the Citadel.
Hurt
Do you
real bad.
understand- Do you understand how suspicious it looks that the old Protector initiates are coming back 20 years later telling me that it's them? It sounds like it's a lich trap to me. It sounds like he sent you in to spies.
Well, test it.
I will do exactly that. And she turns. You can't really see her turn, but you do see her point to Clay. Clay Sterling,
Boy,
what did you get for your 4th birthday?
I can't remember. Wait, it was a balloon animal. That's right. I got a balloon animal, the most beautiful one. It looked like a horse.
You see the shadow in the middle stand up abruptly, briskly walk around the others to the front, and as the light catches her, Clay, you recognize your mother.
Oh my God, Mama Sterling! And I shamble.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and she rushes towards you and she's embraced you and, oh my god, it's really you, Clay, isn't it? It's really you!
What happened? What happened? Wait, sorry, I lost my accent. Oi, what happened? What happened to everybody? You look so good for being so older, though.
I mean, it's only 20 years, dear. We are dwarves.
Oh, it's so good to see you. What happened at the Citadel?
I'm
I
so
didn't
happy.
see you in the crowd.
Oh my god, of course. No, I was there. I got out early. Oh my god, I'm so happy to see you. That thing attacked and everything it went so bad. I was able to get out, but not everybody was. And Clay, I'm just so glad to see you, sweetie.
How's father?
You see, she kind of looks down and she looks back up and she says, "Your father's still in Dorvenforge. I don't know what's going on with him.
Well, I have to get back there as soon as I can. I have to talk to him.
There is something you should know." And she goes back and she walks back behind the table and takes her seat and she waves her hand and you see a bunch of candles spring to life on the table so you can see everybody else. You do see Ruth Sterling in the middle, which is Clay's mom's name, Ruth Sterling.
Forgot about that. My bad.
You do see an Aarakocra, you see a halfling, a high elf, and a human. And they're all kind of sitting there. And the others' faces kind of looked shocked, right? Like they're still processing what's happening. They're not as fast to jump on board as Ruth was, who obviously knew that she had arranged for Clay to have a gigantic horse balloon animal created for his birthday. So she knew right away that this was her baby boy. Everybody else is kind of like, holy shit, she's buying into this. Like, it must be like, we trust her. Like, this must be true. But there is still these looks on their faces. And she sits down and she says, if it's really you, and I really hope it is, there are some things you don't know then.
Look around to the group and kind of signal them up.
Yeah, I'd say there's a lot of things we don't know, man. Like a lot.
Yeah, so she kind of explains to you what happened the night of the commencement ceremony. That she kind of looks at Snicker and says, at first it was tieflings that seemed to be supported by orcs marching in, and there was no violence at that time. They had all the guards bound, but they weren't killing them. And as soon as the tieflings had things under control, that's when that creature appeared, and everything went straight to hell. There was fighting. I know the protectors were able to get a few of us out, but from what I know, they went down. Some of the old council went down. It was awful. And since then, we have lost our island to this occupational force. We are essentially the last refuge, still trying to fight and resist the Lich and his reign.
So we're the last of Lenore at this point?
You see the high elf says, no, we're not the last. Of course we're not the last. There's people all over the land. We're the last ones fighting. The rest of the land is occupied.
Okay,
Wait.
I feel like they knew what we were saying.
Wait, so like, what about the Midlands? What about my Tabaxi villages? Like, are they all just is it like an enslavement? How bad is it there? We were just a simple farming area.
We actually don't know what's happening, says Ruth. We have not actually heard back from any of our cells for quite some time. I don't know if you noticed or anything, but there are no gnomes here at the gate. We had one of our council members head back to Morningstar Island promising that they were going to build something that would turn the tides of the war, but we haven't heard from them in years. The only thing we do know...
What exactly are you protecting them? Like, you don't know what's happening inside your land. This is a gateway to inside of all of Lenore, and you guys are protecting the Tiefling Island, but yet the bad guys are on the other side of this wall?
We're
I don't
protecting
understand.
those who want to be free. What is there not to understand about that? Those that don't want to live under the subjugation of these monsters. We're protecting
So-
the people that live here.
Just inside the wall.
I'm sorry, but you have been dead for about 20 years. Is that correct? I don't think you quite understand what we've been going through.
I don't quite understand where this is going either.
That's very clear.
So what you're saying is this is the only safe place, though. This side of the mountains. Like, that's it? That's it, man? Like, no
Like,
more?
Only
As far as we
these-
know,
Okay.
we don't know what's happening out there right now.
Well, I want to get back home and check on my family, but also, like, what the hell's
Sweetie,
going on?
for all we know, your family's here. We don't know what happened to your father.
Oh,
I guess
none
it's-
of my family's here.
No, and that's something we should discuss. You say that you were brought back, but you have not seen your father anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he wasn't in the river. I'll admit that. I didn't see any of our family in the river on the way here. So no, we
No.
did not find them.
Well, I'll tell you this, Elron Prosperos. The last time I saw your father, he was crazed. He was looking for a way to bring you back.
So maybe he's the reason I am brought back.
I sure would like to know about that because we absolutely forbid it. And he disappeared a couple of years ago,
Where was this last known location?
right here at the gate, before he
Ugh.
stormed out, taking his
Hmm,
acolytes with him.
To where? Which direction?
We would love to figure that out as well.
I think you guys should go check out that cave we were in. You might know more of those people than we did. Now you say forbidden. What does that mean for us, knowing that, as far as we know, we were raised back to, like, hell, you know?
Yeah.
I suppose that stands to be seen, doesn't it? Do you
Well,
want to prove?
That would be a major bummer, I'm just going to say.
I don't want to die like again.
Yeah, I'm with
once
I'm with
was
Airless.
good.
Yeah, I'm with Airless. I don't want to die again. Melting was not fun.
Yeah, it kind of hurt a little bit. I would say.
Uncomfortable. Oh, that's right. You guys melted. What happened? I got like shot blasted in the chest or something. It was different. Not by much.
Both probably hurt.
I missed out on the
Right.
melting though.
Maybe we'll get you next time.
Next time.
My boy, so excitable as always. If you truly want to prove that you're here to help, you can do just that and you can help.
How's that, Mama?
There's a couple of things you might do for us that we need assistance with.
Well, I guess it's all we got.
Well, number one, we have no idea what's going on out there in the world. We need somebody to find out, but we do have a couple of more pressing issues first.
Okay.
So, and she kind of explains to you, I'm going to drop the voice so I can just kind of talk. So she does explain to you that there's a village in the mountains, on the northern side of the mountain, where refugees are living, still under the protection of those in the Shield Mountains. However, it has been getting ransacked by bullywugs coming from Marsh Madness. Usually the bullywugs don't even mess around that far south. They kind of stick to their swamp area. But for some reason, they've been getting more and more bold, and they've even set up a fort on the main road just outside their perimeter. And she would ask that you guys would go and try to put a stop to that. She also mentions that there have been some rumblings about upset tieflings on the Pebble that want to defect to the Lich and give the occupation a foothold on the Pebble. There's also been a little bit of reports of pirate activity around the Pebble as well. And she also says, so this is a little awkward. We didn't have Lord Protectors, as the initiates and their lords were all killed, and we didn't think it would be proper to restart that program, so instead we have the Steward Protector. They have gone, they manned the watch over on Shadowkeep, and you guys would know that Shadowkeep is at the southern point of the Shield Mountains here, right before you kind of reach the Deadlands. And she says, yeah, the Steward Protectors, they manned the watch at Shadowkeep. They've gone on a mission to the Deadlands border after murmurings of some undead attacks there. Apparently there have been sightings of zombies and skeletons walking around. It seems like you might have come across some of that.
We didn't come from the bottom of the mountains. We came from the mouth of the river area.
But you saw skeletons or something, didn't you?
We saw some dead bodies, but they were literally in a pile. It was
And
kind of
those-
strange to us, too.
Dead bodies had these amulets on them.
Yes, gosh, why do you guys always touch these things? Yes, that's that thing. It's those.
These amulets are on all of the Lich's supporters, which only means that we have somehow been infiltrated. Anyways, we sent our Steward Protectors down there, and, well, Clay, there's no other way to say this. Stevens is down there leading them.
No, not Tevins. I never liked him much, but I didn't hate him that much. We have to go there immediately.
He's the leader of the Steward Protectors. Actually, I'm quite proud of him too. You know, I love my boys.
Yeah, of course you are. Everybody's proud of fucking
Oh no,
Tevins.
it does not look good on you being jealous. You always know that Tevins, he loves you. He's your brother.
Yeah, everybody else is gonna fucking love Tevins too. Man.
Anyway, we've not heard back from them in a while either, and there's been lots of things happening over in the Deadlands that we're not quite sure about.
And then what's this whole thing with Morningside building something?
Morningstar.
Morningstar.
Well, we sent the gnomes to work on a contraptions that they said would help us in the war, but we haven't heard from them in years.
Right, well, I don't know about you guys, but I feel inclined to go help my brother, no matter how much of a dick he is with his
Do you
charming
really feel
personality.
inclined, or do you feel obligated?
We'll figure it out on the way.
That's okay.
The bullywogs might be easy.
Yeah, but his heart is in Tevins.
I-
Clearly.
We could also go help Tevins.
Tevins. I mean, Tevins. Call him whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah,
And
clearly.
And then fight the bullywogs on the way towards the city.
I don't mean to interrupt, but those are on completely opposite sides of the mountain range.
So, okay, so you want us to help you, and you've given us two different direction things. Which one is more... And you guys know way more than we do about this, what's going on. Which one is more pressing right now?
Actually, I gave you three. I
what
mentioned
was the
that
third
there's some rumblings down on the pebble as well.
Oh, the pebble. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, chasing smoke. Jesus.
Let us
Sorry,
let us
I had
get
to put my
together
joint away.
and discuss to see if we can come to a decision about where is most important. Somebody go ahead and roll a d12 for me.
Not my turn.
I already did it.
Nose goes.
Oh, I lost my So-
Clay knows.
Okay. So
8.
oh, it's 8.
What?
Oh,
8.
Hannah did it already.
No, we were saying me and
Oh.
her said we did it already.
Yeah,
so
no.
no.
Yeah.
Snickerdoodle's 8.
8.
Yeah,
All right,
snickerdoodle.
so that would be yeah, so she says, I think innocents are in trouble up at Marsh Madness. That's kind of what we have decided, but I'm worried about my baby boy, and I don't know what's going on with the pebble. We could be vulnerable down there, but really it's all up to you.
Mama, whatever you want,
Right.
you got. And I turn around.
Where I've been quiet this whole time,
shackled.
I finally kind of step up and be like, can you tell us any more about what's going on at the Pebble?
Well, I suppose I can tell you. After your people betrayed us and then decided that they didn't want to go along with it, we have essentially quarantined them to their homelands on the Pebble. We are getting whispered reports from our agents down there that some of them are not happy with their accommodations in their own home, and they're wanting to side with the Lich, and they are being spurred on by the Lich's pirates that haunt our shores.
What's their food situation down there? Do they know
Yeah,
if they have
that
crops and
seems
stuff?
super valid if they're hungry and stuck on an island.
They have their own farms, but we also provide any food that they might need as much as we can. Everything's kind of rationed out up here.
You also stuck them on a pebble.
They stuck themselves on a pebble.
No, you said you quarantined them.
They decided to betray
What
us.
happened to the tiefling village that was on the land across from the Pebble?
It still exists, but nobody's there.
Okay.
Is
So-
Is it because they were quarantined to the pebble?
So what you're saying is I'm probably the best option to go talk to the people on the Pebble and convince them where they should stand.
That is something you'll have to decide for yourself, isn't it?
Hmm.
So
I
what
But
guess
then
will it
you're
be?
sending him dirty looks the whole time. That's not.
Can't help but being a little biased. He was the one that they all told us was the ringleader, the one who infiltrated the protectors. Why should I trust him at all?
I feel like
Did
we
you
go
ask
get.
him?
Told lots of things.
You're going off hearsay from literally 20 plus years ago. It's kind of jacked.
Yeah, you have to remember from our end, man. This just happened. We were doing
Like,
great and
literally,
on our
this
way to
dude
protect
was-
everybody.
Yeah, I wouldn't say we were best bros, but he was there. He was fine.
You see the Aarakocra stand up and goes,
Or what?
enough of this. Are you going to help us or not?
No, still totally down to help you. I'm just saying, check yourself a little bit.
Why don't you check yourself and decide where you want to go? And Ruth says, Cloaca, sit down, it's fine.
Can I make a look at my mom and just be like, we're good.
She
We're
kind of
good.
nods at you and she kind of gestures for him to, his kind of feathers were ruffled and kind of sit down again.
And I'll be like, wait, hold on. Your name's Cloaca?
I thought his name was Kale. What?
Never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
Well, I mean, it's Cloaca in your tongue, and my tongue is like, Cloaca!
Okay, well, I mean, I heard Cloaca used a different way a long time ago. It's fine though. What a great name. And so, another question is, what is y'all's crop situation before we leave?
Oh my gosh.
We have some wheat, some barley stored up.
Are you able to grow well around here?
Not very well, no.
Okay. Next time we come back to rest, I will help you with that.
It would be greatly appreciated.
I just don't have
Maybe
the time
that's a good
now.
idea. We should maybe do a long rest while we're here. But I really want to go save my brother. And my plan is we save my brother, we go save your people. And I look at Snickerdoodle and I point at him, not aggressively, but I'm like, yeah. We get his group. We go down there. We save him. We get him along with us.
Oh wait, Clay, you're all shackled up. How are you gesturing with your arms behind your back? Is it all shoulders?
Wait,
Oh,
am I?
they're in front of you. They're in front of you.
Oh, that's super nice of them. What? How silly and inexperienced of them. I love that.
Can I try to, in a moment of what's the word? Just triumph and everything, try to break the shackles?
Sure can. Roll a strength check.
Break your wrist.
Got a.
You do not
Oh,
break the
no.
shackles.
Ow!
I'm gonna chuckle and grab the half joint out of my ear and put it in my mouth, and it's gonna magically just. and just
Yeah,
light
and
real
as
quick.
as she sees you guys kind of struggling, she's like, "There's really no need for those anymore. Please, can you guys just?" And the stewards walk up and they take your manacles off and they take off the bindings around Aerolus's wings as well.
And my weapons?
Oh,
Ah, yes. The weapons. We can
much
give those
better.
back to you guys when you guys leave for your adventure, whatever that might be.
Well, I don't
Let's
care
take
where
a nap.
we go. Let's go to
We have
tavern.
like napping
Let's
space.
go to
Are there?
Yes, of course. We've got bunks. You guys can rest in if you need to do so, and if you'd like to set out in the morning, you would.
What time is it?
Right now it's in the afternoon, early afternoon. But if you guys wanted to rest and stuff like that, we could just have you kind of rest and get all your ammunition, stock up on food and all that stuff, and have you set out about 8 a.m. in the morning.
Well, I need to know time because I'm wondering if we have enough time for a long rest plus me casting an 8-hour spell. So that's what I'm asking.
Yes.
I think, yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, okay, since we're staying the night here, I want to also add to showing my part here and help out. Take me to your crop area and I can enrich your land for a while. It'll help with all the growth and planting you need.
Oh, that should be lovely. Yeah, so she will, once you guys kind of start going, she'll have people kind of lead you just outside the gate where they've got some arable land out there. You don't see it's not very big. You can see why they're rationing quite a bit. But they do have a couple acres that they're able to farm off of.
Sweet. I wish I could display.
Jason, what's Josh looking at stuff brought to us by?
Oh man, I tell you what, it's we open into a house and it's just a man looking at a woman and the woman's like, I want a divorce. And he's like, me too. And like, why? But I thought I tried so hard. And they're like, you won't go to Lenore Land, the best land in the world. And it's like roller coasters and there's like kids playing games. Like, you never liked Lenore Land like I did. And I'm tired of that. Come on down to Lenore Land. It's fun. Sorry, it's later in the night. It's not going to be great.
I love it. So
I
That's
really hope the
beautiful.
conversation was in the same monotone you gave it. I want a divorce. Me too.
It sounds like
Pull it
it
off.
sounds like the stupid plays we had to put on as skits like in 5th grade and shit.
Oh
Yeah.
God, where you're just reading the script.
I love it.
I
So
don't
you-
like drugs. Well, now we can't be friends.
Oh,
So,
how
I
would
Lenore
you
Land.
combat this?
This is all part of the ad. Lenore Land. Come on down to Lenore Land. Have an awkward conversation later on.
Okay, so if anyone's watching me, I'll be out in there taken to the middle of their farmland, or I'll walk out to the middle of what I know can tell what their farmland is. Of course, I'll smoke a joint. I'll be like back to back chain smoking these because this is an 8-hour thing I have to sit here and do. So you'll see me sit down, literally my hands in the dirt, and I only take them out of the one hand out of the dirt to get a new joint out. And I have it spark immediately, not with my cool lighter, because I need to have at least one hand in the ground, the way I'm playing this. And I'll sit there just sitting on either my hands and knees or like more like leaned over or just sitting down on the ground with just my hands touching the dirt. And I will sit there for 8 hours, and you might see a little bit of like a green energy coming off me right where my paws are touching the land. And after 8 hours, the land is enriched, and all plants in a half-mile radius centered on my point are enriched for the next year, and they'll yield at least twice the normal amount of food.
Damn. Well, that's one way to help out a resistance.
Yeah, so I'm hoping it will help everyone be a little more fed. I will be very tired after 8 hours of sitting there and smoking, though.
Yeah, so what you guys, this happens. You guys kind of get any provisions, veg around, go to bed, wake up. It's the morning. What are you guys deciding to do?
I
I'm
say
gonna
we
take that
go.
amulet off and put it into my pocket. I don't want to like wear that around my neck anymore.
You're like
Oh,
wearing the
speaking-
demon amulet.
Speaking of which, I want mine back.
Oh yeah, no, they gave it back to you before you guys walked out.
All right, after a hearty breakfast with my mother, catching up.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
We're having.
Her name is Ruth.
Her name is Ruth.
Sorry, I was just singing a song. My bad. Like, anyway.
I'm like, all right, I want to go after the Stewart protectors. We owe it to them. We're their predecessors. Who's with me?
This is
Imagine
about
going there and
Tevins,
showing
and
them
you
up.
should admit that, but I'm down.
Yeah, we all like died together, bro. You don't gotta lie to us. You're good.
Okay. I just felt it. I felt
Like-
a moment. I'm sorry.
You're fine. We
Yeah,
don't
let's
have to
go
lie.
show him up. We can show him we're still better.
Yeah, we're gonna show your brother up. We're gonna save his ass, and he's gonna be like, "Oh my god, Clay's
As
so
the
much better
true
than I am."
protectors of the realm. Yeah, Clay's
right.
better than I am.
You think he'd really say that? I like break
I
character
think we
like that.
would as soon as I break his ankles when I'm like saving his ass, and just like, "Oh no!" And then he has to be carried out, and there's no grace to it. It's gonna be
Oh,
awesome.
That'll show him awesome. Oh man, I can't wait.
Will.
Yes, you guys have your breakfast. You start heading out. And as you guys start heading out of the gate towards Shadowkeep, you hear somebody behind you going, "Wait, I'm supposed to come with you. Wait."
Oh god.
You guys turn around and you see a young halfling. This little guy, short brown hair, just wearing like a tan top and like some blue knickers that come halfway up his calves there. He's got a walking stick, a little bastard sword on his side, a little pack on the back. He's like, wait, Miss Ruth said I'm supposed to come with you guys.
Who are you?
I'm Nimble Pimbly. I'm your translator.
Oh god, is that your name? Like really?
Yeah.
That what? Who did that to you? Do your parents like you?
What are you talking about? My parents love me. I'm Nimble Pimbly the Fifth.
Oh god, that's so much worse. There's 5 of you? 6?
There's 5
How
of
does
us.
that work?
What do you mean, how's it work?
Christ. Nope.
I had
that's irrelevant.
grandparents.
Oh my goodness, that's lovely. You know what? I love that for you. Anyway.
Thanks. I like your wings.
Oh, great. Touch them.
Oh my gosh. He like reaches like way up. Touches him.
Ah, lovely. Wonderful. This is somebody else's problem.
Are you gonna be able to be along with us? You look pretty weak. I don't know.
Well-
This is gonna be a big journey.
Well, I've got this sword. I've got this crossbow. I'm not very good with them, but it sounded like from what Miss Ruth was saying that you guys don't really know what's going on out there. Do any of you even speak like Orcish or Goblin at all?
Yikes. Hold on. I actually might.
I can read all written language. I don't
That's-
necessarily need
Where
your
the
help.
fuck are my languages?
Oh, that's
I
great.
mean, I will say not everything's written down.
you
Snicker.
can talk to him too, though, right?
All right.
Okay, so I don't speak any of them anyway.
I don't know many orcs that write things down.
All right.
That
well,
is rude. I feel like once upon a time I would take offense to that.
Yeah, you don't now though. It's okay. I can be a little racist.
All right.
Well,
I
you can
gotta-
tag along, but just stay back, okay? This is a very important mission to me.
Oh, for sure. I'll stay back. I'll do whatever you need, bud. If you're really Clay Sterling, you're kind of my hero.
Neat. And I walk forward and just eagerly.
He's so cool.
He's so cool. I'm gonna
Well,
look at him
guys.
like, oh, he's kind of cool. I get you.
So you guys, do I get to come along?
If Ruth said you need to, then
If
you
your
kind of
little
have
legs
to.
can keep up, let's go.
Oh, I can keep up.
I'm ready.
Ruth said you had to come. You need to come. We're trying to earn some trust
Don't
right
be
now.
rude.
Hooray!
See,
And he
you
like
didn't think it's rude.
sets off like ahead of you guys. Like he's like very quickly walking ahead of you guys. Stops.
I stop him
turns
with I stop him with my hat with my hand action like get back.
Oh yeah, I don't really know where we're going. That's a good idea. Good job, Mr. Sterling.
That's like
Roll my
literally
eyes.
how the kids act at the grocery store. I'm like, do you know where we're going? They're like, absolutely not. I'm like, then why the fuck are you in front of me?
And as you guys head off towards Shadowkeep, we are going to end session 3.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I gotta go. I gotta problem solve, and my drive might turn into a 20-minute drive to a hour and a half.
Yikes.
So I
Yikes,
gotta
good
go.
luck.
Good luck.
Bye bye.
Good luck.
God bless you.
Bye bye.
Good luck.
Bye. Thanks for joining us on Amateur Dungeons and Dragons. We hope you enjoyed the adventure and had as much fun listening as we did playing. Don't forget to tune in next time for more epic quests and memorable moments. Until then, keep rolling those dice and let your imagination soar.